When we are in the throes of intense emotion or we are stuck in a trauma response, both our gut as well as our heart dysregulates. We have a nerve called the vagus nerve that provides a relaxation response to both the gut and the heart. And therefore, exercises that can reset the vagus nerve can be very useful in helping our nervous system come down from a trauma response, from a hypervigilant response, or from intense emotion. This practice is a practice of using breath and sound to reset the vagus nerve. This is the fourth exercise in the series of exercises for trauma and emotional overwhelm. Now what we are going to do is we are going to use our breath to reset the vagal tone, to reset the vagus nerve and to regulate the nervous system. Now we've done this in yogic pranayams. This has been happening all the time and we are actually going to use inspiration from that. But also there are some specific breaths that are known to be very helpful in resetting the vagal nerve. So let's start with that practice. As usual, let's take a chair, sit down and plant our feet firmly on the ground. Now, the first breath practice is smelling the rose and blowing out the candle. This is easy to remember in this way. When you breathe in, it's as though you're smelling in a very nice scented rose. So you breathe in deep. And when you blow out the candle, you make your mouth like you're blowing out the candle. Try it for a few times with me. Every time you blow out, relax your body. Breathe in deep, blow out. Another thing you can do is sigh. Sometimes you might prefer this. Breathe in, sigh. You don't sigh when you're in the middle of danger. You sigh only when you're relieved. So sighing also reminds the body that it's not in danger, it's not under threat, and it regulates the nervous system. Do this for at least 10 to 15 times. The second practice right now of the breath is breathing into the belly. Now in its most simplest form, you simply breathe into your belly. You take the breath in through the nose, but see that it inflates the belly. So if you want, you can put one hand on the belly and then do it. Do it with me for 2 or 3 times. Usually, we end up breathing into our chest. So this time, very mindfully, with a lot of focus, breathe into the belly. If you don't find it easy to breathe into the belly, don't worry. It's very common. It's because we are so used to breathing shallow in our chest that we almost don't know how to breathe into our belly. You can lie down and practice this to start with. If you find it easy to breathe into your belly, then try to breathe into your belly and with the rest of the breath to breathe into your chest. So you start, let the belly inflate, then let the chest inflate, and when you release your breath, let the belly go down, then let the chest go down. But if this is difficult for you, don't worry, simply breathe into your belly. When we breathe into our belly, again, our breathing, since it's not shallow, since it's deep, it helps in resetting the vagus nerve. So do this for 10-15 times at least. And now for the final practice, which is the Brahmari pranayam or the humming bee breath, as it is known in breathwork. The sound of the bee, the sound of humming is very relaxing for the nervous system. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, you just make the sound of the bee. Remember to breathe into the belly when you breathe in. Breathe in and breathe out the sound of the bee. Again, 10 to 15 times. Each of these breaths 10 to 15 times and you will feel much more regulated. The fifth exercise in this series is accessing a safe memory as a resource.